Hey everyone, my name is Matt. Welcome to my shop. Happy March. It's kind of scary that it's already March. It's been a very fast year already. Thought we'd do a little update this week, let you know what I've been kind of up to and all the things going on and all that's good stuff. So I'll share with you what's happening here in the shop as far as what I'm working on for the kitchen project and a little bit about I guess what's been happening with the barn and all of that. So this big chunky thing is the leg assembly for the island. In last week's video we made those two end panels, which will be kind of like here and here, back there somewhere. And this is the end panel that'll be next to where the seating area is. So the island is set up with this leg assembly, an open area for stools and seating, and then the end panels kind of build out the cabinet section that's on the other half of the island. Pretty happy with this thing. Again, it's like the woodworking that I'm used to. With it's all Morrison tenon, it's all made out of wood that's going to stay looking like wood, and I get to have a lot of fun with the grain selection and composure and all that good stuff. So this is made from the same tree as the end panels. The only difference is that the leg stock came from the base of the tree, because as I was getting towards the end of the log, I just made like a double cut and made a chunk of 16-quarter. I'm going to take one piece at probably like 4 inches thick, and I'll have that in case I need any leg stock or thicker material that goes along with this wood. And that is what these posts came out of, which was it was fun. A big piece of wood that got progressively smaller as we went along. The other thing that I'm working on is the trim for the kitchen. So the first round of trim that's going to go in there. So I have been working through that. I have the steps that are that need to get done. I need risers and a tread for there, and then starting to get into a lot of the other trim that goes on the wall next to the appliance garage over there. There's less trim than the sunroom, but there's still a lot of trim to make. So parallel tasks. And then lastly, you can see back there, I got one of the uppers that is starting to get put together as well. So I have those coming back into the shop so I can build those out and get them set, ideally while I'm applying finish to all the island pieces, so I can put the island in once all my other cabinets are done. So a little more room to work in there. So that's what's going on as far as me making things. It's a lot of things. Now, as far as video releases go, next weekend there will not be a video. We're taking some time off from making videos, and then the week after that will be this thing. So look forward to this as we explore Matt's indecisive grain selection process. And maybe a little bit of unfortunate news is that Triton and I have parted ways. So if you weren't aware already, I have been a brand ambassador for Triton since 2016. They were the first company to come on as an ongoing sponsor and really help support me and building up the channel and doing everything that I want to do. So it is sad to see that relationship end, but I really have to think about all of the amazing opportunities and experiences I've had because of that relationship, especially with going out and traveling to different events and shows. It's been so great to be able to get out and see everybody and meet people from all over the world here in the US, and the few times, I think it's several times I've been over to the UK, thanks to Triton, going to whatever shows over there, a couple of the shows at Yandles and then Maker Central a few years too. So those are some really cool experiences to get out of the shop and even out of the country. And then of course a few amazing experiences I had thanks to them. So first off, I did the green woodworking Windsor chair making class with Paul Hayden at the Westernburg Arboretum. That was an absolutely incredible experience that I was only there for a week, but I still think back to the experiences, the memories, and just what I learned, and the experience has really stuck with me. Spending the week making that chair at the Arboretum is what gave me the inspiration to start mine, which I am still, dabbling with. But it was a really cool experience to be able to start on day one with a chunk of a log that grew in the Arboretum, and then at the end of the week have a completed chair that was built entirely with hand tools. It was absolutely incredible. If you happen to have the opportunity to be there and take that course with Paul. 100% recommend it. It was absolutely incredible. One of the best experiences of my life. The other amazing experience I had was a couple of years later. I took the electric guitar building class at Crimson Guitars. That was incredible. Just the instruction and everything from Christopher and Ben. It was woodworking. Like, I still got to experience the joys of like making things out of wood, but in a form that I was 100% unfamiliar with because I don't know anything about instruments or guitars, or I don't play, I don't do anything like that. And I was really intimidated with this at first when I got there the first day. And I was talking to Ben about it, and he was like, you can do whatever you want. The guitar is just there to hold the strings. So being able to explore my own creativity was just the most perfect thing that could happen at that time. So as far as I'm concerned, it was an absolute honor and a privilege to be able to work with them for as long as I did. They are just a fantastic company to work with, and they always made me feel like family. And I've made a lot of great friendships and relationships with the folks that work there. And it's just been an overall positive, amazing experience. So I am saddened to see that go, but that's how it goes sometimes. that's that, I guess. So that's about it for everything here in the shop. Let's head out to the barn and I'll give you a little update on what's going on out there. So last time I did an update about this, I had just received the transformer and we're still waiting on things to happen to be able to get the barn hooked up to this. So I think the actual changeover was like early October. I trenched and laid the wire to connect the transformer to the building, and then we were waiting on the actual meter itself to go in before they could do anything, so there was another delay there. But the actual changeover finally happened in October. So now this transformer powers the barn, and the barn is completely separate from the house. The only thing on this transformer is that building. And with its location here, this will allow me to also put, if I ever get around to building the real shop down that way, that can be powered off of here, as well. So off the back of the building, now I have this big old gray box thing here with a meter in it, which is super nice. So the service coming into this building is 400 amps, and that 400 amps is split into two 200 amp services. So I have my one 200 amp panel here, and then I left the other one off. You could have a second 200 amp panel, but I left it off for now because what I'm thinking of doing is that second 200 amp service, I will probably end up going and running that into a rotary phase converter and powering anything in here that's gonna be 3-phase off of that. So I have like two different things going on because I don't need like two panels. Like, how many breakers could I possibly need on single phase service? So we figured we'll just use that second service in the future. If I ever have something going on in here that needs a significant amount of 3-phase power, if I get like a wide belt sander or like a 5-head molder or something like that, that could run off of that one 200 amp service through the phase converter and then out to the actual machine. Other than that, there's not a whole lot that's going on out here. Most of the time, this is being used as like a staging area for various things for the house project. So this is the trim that I made and painted the last couple weeks or whatever. There's the hood that's got to go in soon, and there's the other upper. And there's still appliances in here and all that. So at least the space has made it a lot easier to have all these things going on at once and having a place, to put everything. So that's about all the news and updates I have to share, at least, for now. Can't believe it's like 60 degrees on like, whether it was March 2nd. It's crazy. This is very warm for this time of year here in Minnesota. So hopefully that means I'll be able to get outside and get some things out here, done as well. So thank you as always for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments on whatever I'm working on, please feel free to leave me a comment. As always, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. And until next time, happy woodworking.